Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is an update that people have probably been waiting on. I last left off that I was getting blood work done to confirm pregnancy. Well, let me just start the video off right now because I'm sure that's the dying question. I'm not pregnant. This month was not my month. This week has not been my week. I have a little bit of a story time / update for y'all about my doctor's appointment this past week. Firstly, please excuse the mess that is behind me and around me. My gaming desk is a mess. I have things everywhere. Here's a little 3D printed baby Yoda, you know? I'm procrastinating because I honestly don't even want to talk about this. But I need to because things are different for me, y'all. Start off with the fact that my OB, who I've been seeing for about a year now, since I moved to the New England area, she has misdiagnosed me for about 4 months now, which is great. Everyone loves hearing that. So to recap a little bit with what's going on, if you didn't watch my last video, I was just going back and watching it. If you didn't, a little quick recap. I've been trying to conceive for 11 months now, almost a year, with no success. I have been seeing my OB, no specialist, no fertility doctors, just a normal OB, because she had originally diagnosed me 4 months ago with something called luteal phase defect. And the idea is we thought that my luteal phase in my cycle was being cut short. And so I was not having time to implant or enough time for an egg to travel before I started my period. Like essentially I would ovulate, 5 days later, boom, got my period. And instead of looking into that more, she was like, that's it, let's go. But that wasn't the case. My OB works for the hospital that I went to. She's like a resident at that hospital. That's how I found her. Not from the miscarriage, from like a year before. She said that, okay, at this point, at the hospital, I had a hemorrhagic ovarian cyst, which is a cyst that fills with fluid, primarily blood, and it's when you ovulate and your corpus luteum, instead of dissolving, turns into a cyst and fills with fluid. That's what a hemorrhagic cyst is. That is what I thought I've had for the past month. First, I get the ultrasound done. She wanted to recheck imaging a month later to see if the cyst was going down in size. If not, we were going to reevaluate. So I got that done. Same day I got my blood work done. And then I go to my doctor's appointment on Thursday. This lovely doctor's appointment. I go there and I'm thinking I'm gonna walk inside and she's gonna say, I'm pregnant, I'm not pregnant, your cyst has gone down in size, your cyst has gone up in size, you need surgery, you don't need surgery. That's how I thought it was gonna go. It didn't go that way. So I walk in and the first thing I expect her to go over is the most dying question, you know, like, am I pregnant? Go over my blood work. She comes in and she has my blood work in her hand and she's like, well, we confirm you ovulated. And I'm like, duh, like, hello, I have my chart. I know I ovulated as well. Doesn't say anything about pregnancy and then goes right into talking about the cyst. So she got another opinion from a doctor at the clinic. Between the two of them, they have come to the conclusion that that hemorrhagic cyst on my ovary is actually an endometriosis cyst. So, endometriosis. That's the first time a doctor's thrown that out in front of me. I've had painful periods my entire life. That's why I was put on birth control so young, I guess, was to help manage that. I always had inconsistent periods. They never came at the same time. They've always been heavy and they've been painful. And it's one of those things that I think women with endometriosis don't even realize they have endometriosis because growing up as a young woman, you're always told cramps are the worst. Your period's very painful. You know, you're down and out for a couple days. And so when you start experiencing this, you think, oh, this is what everyone's experiencing. This is normal. It's normal to have cramps. It's normal to have aches and dull pains. But I get it bad, guys. I'm doubled over. I'm crying. It makes me vomit sometimes. I'm in that much pain. Not to be TMI. I mean, hello, this channel's TMI. At this point, if you can't handle it, I don't know what to tell you. So it's not going down. My cyst has not gone down in size at all. It's still at 5 centimeters. And and I need the surgery. Now, the surgery. It is called an excisional laparoscopy, and that is when they make an incision in my lower abdomen. I think it's like 3 incisions. And they take a little camera, they check it out, and then they'll go in and they'll actually remove the scar tissue from wherever it is. This is all speculated because ultrasounds can't pick it up. They can't pick up scar tissue like that. They see it as kind of like a dark blob, but there's no real way for them to confirm that that is your uterine lining building scar tissue unless they're in there. So they think, because of my symptoms, let me tell you guys, for the past couple of months, I've had a really bad back pains, lower back pain. So they think my endometriosis has probably adhered to my lower back, and then they think that my ovaries have kind of attached to my intestines, which sounds intense, like gnarly. The reason I think that is because when I lay down, I get really bad pains unless I'm laying in a certain position, and like, it's just, I'm all around uncomfy. I have to get the surgery done, which is fabulous because guess what, guys? We're in a freaking global pandemic, and my doctor is not allowed to do elective surgeries, meaning if I'm not in excruciating pain and I'm not dying, I have to wait to get this surgery done. Now hold up, because I am not getting surgery done from this woman. Let me just explain how this appointment kind of went down a little more. This is the information she gave me, but the way she gave me this information, she was so rushed about it. I gained a lot of information within like 20 minutes. My appointment was 20 minutes long, and essentially she told me, a 25-year-old, that yes, I have endometriosis. It's probably really bad. Hey, sorry, I've misdiagnosed you for the past 4 months. We could have done this surgery months ago. But now you're gonna need the surgery. Oh wait, we have to push you off 8 weeks. You gotta call back in 8 weeks to see if we're allowed to do surgeries at that point. And then I have to get more imaging done. And then, no bedside manner at all. She says, listen, if tissue is connecting your ovaries to other parts of your body, that means the tissue is probably traveling up your fallopian tubes. So she's fairly confident that both my tubes are wrecked, meaning that is why I'm not getting pregnant. And so at 25 years old, she says that while she's in the surgery, she's going to do the HCG test, where they shoot like the dye up your tubes to see if they're like blocked, if an egg can pass successfully or whatever. But she doesn't have high hopes that they'll be clear. Who tells a 25-year-old that? What 25-year-old wants to hear, oh, you may not be able to get pregnant naturally? And then proceeds to tell me, don't worry, sweetie. There's always IVF. Do I look like I have $15,000 lying around? Like, I'm just sitting in this appointment like, how did things go so wrong so quick? Like, what? That's where I'm at, guys. Oh, God, I want to, like, cry. I'm so frustrated. All I want is to have a baby. Needless to say, she ain't my doctor no more. I have a lot of research to do. There's a lot of great women here on YouTube that are going through that have conceived with endometriosis. My only concern is my doctors kind of hype me up to make me believe that my tubes are blocked. And if my tubes are blocked, then IVF's my only option, truly. And that's really sad and scary because insurances don't cover that kind of stuff. I'm not a millionaire. I'm a 25-year-old girl who works to do anything that I have to do. I don't have help. I don't have family. Which is why it's very important to me to make my own family. So, this really sucked. This really hurt. And I'm currently on cycle day 6, so that's how long it's taken me to kind of like heal and process all this. When I first found out this information, I was done. I was like, why even try anymore? You know, like that's how I left this appointment, feeling so discouraged. I left that appointment not wanting to make videos, not wanting to try anymore. I was done charting. I didn't care if I ovulated because the fact is if my tubes are blocked, it doesn't matter if I'm ovulating or not. I can still be passing eggs, but my eggs are getting stuck in my tubes, which is also scary because they could implant there, which is an ectopic pregnancy. So, needless to say, I really want to get this surgery done as soon as possible if I truly need it, but I'm not going to the doctor anymore. My next step is I'm seeing a fertility specialist, and I know I'm probably going to have to pay out of pocket for those appointments, so this is slowing things down a lot, especially because this virus, I can't even get the surgery if I wanted to. I want to try and find a fertility specialist that does those kind of things in-house, so I don't have to go to a hospital maybe, and I can get it done quicker that way, but I don't know how that stuff works. So right now I found a fertility specialist. I'm going to call them and see if I can make an appointment today, figure out how much this is all going to cost me. The next thing I'm going to start is an anti-inflammatory diet. From what I've read so far, endometriosis is an inflammatory disease. And so if I can keep things calm in my system with diet and regular exercise, and then as well keeping everything low stress so I don't spike my estrogen levels. So that's kind of how I'm proceeding going forward. I'm not taking any kind of medications. I'm continuing my prenatals. I'm gonna continue to chart. I was really frustrated and kind of done with it, but after watching some videos on YouTube of women that have endometriosis and they're still able to achieve pregnancy, I'm not feeling completely discouraged, especially because there's still so much I don't know about what is actually going on with me. It's just been a really discouraging past 2 months. Like, the universe is just not wanting this to happen right now. And I keep like trying to talk to myself like, okay, IVF wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It's gonna be really expensive, it's gonna be a long process, and it's probably gonna take multiple rounds. But it has a 50% rate of success, which is higher than any other way to get pregnant. So, it's not all bad. I just wanted to come on here and kind of give you guys this update. I don't have a lot of information for you guys, and this video was probably just a giant ramble, but that's kind of where my brain's at right now. So I'm kind of taking this on a day-to-day basis. I'm still really confused. I wasn't expecting it. It caught me off guard, but it does make a lot of sense. So we'll see. I'm going to keep you guys updated as always. I don't think I could go a single week without making a video, even if no one watches it. This has just kind of become a diary for me, because no one in my real life understands this kind of stuff. Like, all my girlfriends and stuff have either been able to get pregnant with no problem, or they're just not at that phase in their life yet where they're like, ooh, babies. So I don't have too many people I can talk to. My husband's such a sweetheart. He tries to understand this stuff as much as possible, but it's just, you know, he doesn't know. So I'm thankful for you guys for just offering a listening ear. The kind comments you guys leave, you guys are amazing. I don't think I've ever gotten anything mean. Like, everyone is just so kind and supportive, and it really makes you not feel alone. So I'm thankful for that. I'll keep you guys updated with what's going on. I hope you guys are having better luck than me on your guys' journey. If any of you guys have endometriosis, if you want to drop a comment telling me how you found out, you know, and if you guys have any horror stories of ways that doctors approached your medical needs, let me know too, because I'm pissed. As always, I wish you guys the best of luck on your journey. I hope you guys are having a lot more luck than I am right now. I'm blowing you guys all the baby dust. You guys deserve everything you want in life, and I hope you don't stop until you get it. So thank you guys for watching another one of my videos. Until next time, bye guys.